Fired up, absolutely fired up to bring on Notre Dame quarterback commits. Yes, Notre Dame quarterback commit Deuce Knight in the 2025 class. Nation's number 39 overall player, number 3 quarterback per the industry ranking, but I'm sure Deuce is coming for that number 1 spot. Deuce, how you doing tonight,
Yes,
man?
sir. I'm doing good.
So we're going to talk to you with my co-host Tim Hyde here, folks. Again, this is Deuce Knight. Really, I'm definitely fired up to have him in tonight's show.
Oh yeah,
So
appreciate it.
you announced that commitment Monday. And Deuce, I know when a lot of kids commit, you know this too, they'll post, hey, my commitment date's in 3 weeks from now. Here it is. Deuce Knight tweets it out right before Marcus Human's press conference Monday. So you catch everyone by surprise, right? Sure, a lot of friends at school, obviously all the fans on Twitter. So like, how's the week been after giving that surprise commitment to everybody?
It's been crazy, like Notre Dame, the fans, they show a lot of love. So it's been crazy. Like my phone been blowing up, just random text messages like on Twitter, Instagram. Just everybody kind of telling me congratulations and things like that. So, but it's been a good week.
All right. I want to talk about the fit in the offense. I mean, you bring a different skill set than maybe Notre Dame has had with your, 4.5 speed and your ability to push the ball downfield. So in your conversations with that Notre Dame staff, what have they told you about how they plan to utilize you? And I'm guessing that was a pretty big part in you picking Notre Dame.
Yes, sir, for sure. So, like obviously, like you said, I bring a different skill set to the room than what everybody else has. So, like Coach Parker and Coach Gadulli, they told me that we plan. Coach Parker just said we're gonna tailor like everything to what fits me, everything that I do best. Like we're gonna have a lot of RPO game. We're gonna get outside the pocket and throw the ball. A lot of play action, deep shots, type things like that.
Yeah. Now Notre Dame, I know when they're recruiting prospects, they'll talk about, choosing hard. Like for you,
Yeah.
Deuce, I'm sure it would have been a lot easier to just go to Ole Miss, stay in state. It's easier for your family to get there. Maybe go across state lines and go to Auburn, still an easy drive. But you pick Notre Dame, you're choosing hard, right? Is that something that the Notre Dame staff talked to you about? And kind of tell me about why you chose hard and picked Notre Dame.
Yes, sir. Coach Freeman, I heard Coach Freeman say that plenty of times, but I feel like going to Notre Dame, I wouldn't say it's choosing hard, but it kind of is though, because it's like 12 hours from my crib. I'm in SEC country, so everybody, I'm pretty sure they thought I was gonna go to Ole Miss, go to Auburn, Tennessee, like you said, but yeah, I chose to go to Notre Dame. First off, it's just like the love that they show, like Coach Freeman, Coach Parker, Chad, Coach Gadulli, like they show a different type of love. Like I said, I can call those guys any time of the day for like anything, and they'll pick up. Second is just I can compete for a national championship every year, and then like they hold academics to a high standard. So that's something that's very important for me. Then like the relationships and networking that like you get from going Notre Dame, like I feel like you have a higher chance of being successful after football, like come going to Notre Dame. So yes,
Tim?
sir.
Yes, yes. First off, Deuce, I mean, the chat, everyone's hyped for you. Lots of great comments for you. Everyone's excited. Welcome to the family, all that good stuff. So my my question, I was talking to Mike Singer earlier today about something, and what I was very interested in. You mentioned the love you've had since you've committed. I would like to know what it was like when on Pot of Gold Day. What was that experience like? Because that's a huge event that Marcus Freeman has really pushed for the last 3 years. Is the Pot of Gold Day, talking recruiting 18 months away. But what was that like, that build up to Pot of Gold, if you knew about it, or more so that day, and how Notre Dame fans have been, following you ever since then?
Oh yes, sir. So the build up to that day, I think Chad he kind of hit my coach up probably a month before Pot of Gold Day, a little over a month before Pot of Gold Day, and like ever since then, like when they hired Coach Parker as the OC, and before he was even hired as the OC, he was still the tight ends coach. So they just made sure they stayed in contact with me. I talked to Coach Freeman probably the next day after Chad first hit my head coach up, and whenever they hired Coach Gadulli, he made sure we got on the phone and got to talk. So I knew it was coming. They told me it was coming. We just had to wait till Pot of Gold Day, and then like ever since then, our fans, we got the best fans in the nation. So like they always show a lot of love on any post. Like even if I post another school, they like be in the comments like "Go Irish," dropping the clovers and all that. So
Deuce, I want to talk to you about Gino Gadulli because he's Notre Dame's new quarterbacks coach. Of course, they had Tommy Reese, who's now at Alabama, who I'm sure you've got to know when you visited there. But talk to us about Gino Gadulli, because I read your quote that you gave Hayes Fawcett, and you gave love to Chad and Coach Freeman and Coach Parker, of course. But you did say like Gino Gadulli was the guy you were tightest with. So can you just tell me about the relationship with him and how important that was for you?
yes, sir. So me coming to Notre Dame, I feel like Coach Gino like played a huge role in that. Me and Coach Gino tight. We talk probably every day of the week. He gonna send me a text. We gonna get on the phone, get on FaceTime, chop it up, talk ball, talk about life, all those things. So we got a great relationship. I feel like he's a kind of guy like me. Like really chill, just like, and we just know how to handle business and things like that. But then we still like to play around and have fun and things like that. And then I feel like Coach Gino, he did a great job of recruiting my parents too. Like him, my dad, they probably talk more than me. So I feel like that's a good thing.
Now, one other thing I wanted to mention real quick, and I interviewed your head coach, James Ray, back in March, like the day or the day after you got that offer. And this is, quote, what he said. He's the total package, character, academics. He has the chance to be our valedictorian. Now, that was back in March. I don't know if you're still tracking on that path, but still, if you were ever had a chance to be a valedictorian, that means you're pretty darn smart. Deuce, academics pretty good for you, man? Tell me about like favorite, things in school, favorite subjects and stuff like that.
So academics, yeah, I'm very big on academics. That's a big reason why I chose Notre Dame. But if we're being honest, I've never been the person to really like school. It's just something you have to do. Like it's like practicing. So if I'm gonna go out there, if I'm gonna go to school every day, I'm still gonna try to be the best at like whatever I'm doing at school. So I'm not gonna slack off just because I don't like it. Uh, but I say like history probably my favorite subject. I'm not a big math type guy or a big English type guy because I just don't like all the writing you have to do with all the English. So I say history.
Tim, did you have anything else for Deuce?
Yeah, just real quick, Deuce. The chat's calling you the left-handed Vince Young, which is a pretty awesome compliment. So, who do you like to watch on either Saturdays in college football or on YouTube and things like that? Who are you out there studying these days?
My favorite quarterback is Cam Newton, hands down. I watch his highlight tape at Auburn probably 1,000 times. But right now in the NFL, I like watching Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Things they do, all the crazy arm angles, athletic too. And then in college, I like watching Michael Penix, and that's my guy. Caleb Williams, same.
All right, we're going to go rapid fire. Are you ready for this, Deuce?
I got you. Let's go.
Notre Dame fans know that I'm a big Taco Bell guy. So when you go to Taco Bell, what's your go-to order?
Chicken quesadillas. One time I had that for like 5 days straight.
Me too, my brother. Me too. Love me some chicken quesadillas.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite video game of all time?
It got to be Madden. That's all I really play, Madden.
Madden? Who's your favorite
Yes,
team?
sir. The Panthers.
Panthers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cam Newton, of course.
Yeah.
Favorite part about Notre Dame's campus?
It got to be probably the Golden Dome. I love the Golden Dome. It look good to me.
Love those pictures of you with the Golden Dome in the background.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
nice.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Funniest Notre Dame coach?
But Chad, it got to be Chad, even though he's like head recruiter. But Chad is a real character.
I was expecting that to be your answer, and I'm going to ask about Chad after this. But is there a Notre Dame commit that you'd say you're maybe the tightest with right now, or that you talk the most with?
No, so I really hadn't talked to many of the Notre Dame commits. I know my first time up there. I chatted it with Carson Hobbs a bit. So
You're gonna meet a lot of them.
yeah, I already know.
Saturday.
I see.
Yeah, you're gonna meet a lot of them Saturday. One word to describe Chad Bowden.
Energetic. Got the most energy in the building.
And then one word to describe your game as a quarterback, and then you can expand on it.
I'm just gonna say competitor. I think like just me. I hate losing, so you just gonna get like everything out of me. Like I'm hurt and all. I'm still gonna try to give everything. So competitor.
Okay. All right. We do have one other. So in this show, Deuce, I've told you like we have a bunch of different people coming on. So the guy who's joining us next, his name's Mike Goolsby. He was a captain and linebacker at Notre Dame. So Mike, I just know you want to say something to Deuce real quick.
Yeah, Deuce. Welcome to the family, brother. And thank you for choosing the Irish. I can't tell you how. You already know how excited the fan base is. Player alumni like myself, we're over here freaking out. So
yes, sir. Thank you.
And you and I already have something in common. I was never a fan of school myself. I was a history major in college. I didn't mess with math either. So, but like Coach Freeman's touched on, choose hard.
Yes, sir.
And I can promise you, I just turned 41 a few days ago, and I wouldn't be where I am without the school. So proud of you, and just again, thank you from all of us as ex-players.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Deuce. Appreciate you joining tonight's show, man. I'll talk to you again soon.
Thank y'all. Yes, sir.
Deuce.
Oh my gosh, I had chills hearing Mike talk to Deuce Knight. That was so cool.
Goolsby got me hyped, man. I was like,
I almost cried a little bit.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous, man. What a stud. What a stud.
It was awesome. Oh man,
not even 17. Just going back to the interview you had with Charles and Cody, I was like taking some notes here, and I'm like, not even 17 yet, and this guy's like getting bombarded. Just the pressure and the Notre Dame fans, but he's loving it and still doing his thing. And man, it's a different day than when Mike Goolsby was, the cat's meow back then and whatnot. It's crazy how recruiting has become, Mike.
Yeah, building off that, Tim, a couple takeaways. It's pretty evident, at least with Deuce's recruitment, like, the Irish fans showing him love on Twitter, that matters.
Yes.
So for any Irish fan watching, take note. And then, I was going to ask him a question, but, he did a great job. But I think you asked him at the end, Mike, something about how would he describe his game? Perfect answer.
Perfect answer.
Perfect answer. I'm a competitor. Perfect answer.
Didn't tell him I was going to ask him that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect answer.
Perfect answer. The only answer.
What? I'm getting chills.